try again. Sorry guys, watery eyes. This is the third time I'm trying to do this video. Just had a huge coughing fit out of nowhere. Tonight we're looking at a folk horror film, and it's called Lamb. Now this is an Icelandic folk horror film, and it's a film sort of based upon tragedy, depression, loneliness and hope all in one. And it's based on a young lamb called Ada. Now we see a husband and wife who run this farm in the middle of nowhere, and the first 20 minutes of the film, there's no script, there's nothing. It takes about 20 minutes for the script to happen, because we're seeing this couple not really communicating with each other, and this is down to a loss of a baby. If any of you have seen Starvacre, you will sort of get the plot a little bit of this film. They've lost the baby. We haven't seen this. We just pick up on it, and later in the film, you see the wife sort of visiting a grave of their daughter called Ada. Now, they are sheep farmers, and they've got loads of sheep on the farm, and we get lots of shots of these beautiful sheep, and they're beautiful, and they get a visit one night by something, and it's lambing season. So these two are helping giving birth to all these lambs, and there's one pregnant sheep gives birth to this lamb, but it's come out not quite right, something different about it. And they just look at each other in silence as they look at this lamb, and they pick up the lamb and they take it in the house, and then they start mothering it and fathering it and bringing it up as their own for some reason which I won't tell you. It sort of unfolds in the film, and they sort of bring up this lamb as their child, and they've called it Ada. And we sort of see the progression of the relationship between the two sort of get better, and Ada sort of like getting treated beautifully by this couple, really nice. And then the husband's brother turns up. I believe his name is... no idea. I'm absolutely useless with names, but he turns up. And he's a little bit taken back, first of all, by this Ada. Now, another thing really happens in this film. The mother of the sheep, the female lamb, the sheep, keeps coming to the house and keeps calling out for the baby. And the baby looks out the window a few times. And then one morning they wake up and the baby's gone. And they're searching everywhere. They're searching by the river, the fields. And then they see the sheep with Ada in the middle of the field. So she grabs the mother, grabs Ada up and takes her back to the house, and the sheep follows them. And in the end, sadly, the worst bit of the film, the mother kills this mother sheep. And I didn't like her for that. I really didn't like her for that. My sort of like for the character went down for that a little bit. Anyway, like I said, their brother turns up, and first of all, he's taken aback by them sort of bringing this lamb up as a child, and after a while, he gets used to it, and he also sort of falls for the love of this lamb, and also takes it in as a family member. But I think there's a history between the wife and the brother, because he keeps coming on to her. She keeps trying to turn him down, and I think there's some history between them. And in the end of that relationship, she takes him off to the bus and gives him money and sends him on his way. And they keep getting visits by, we don't see it, we just see a first person and heavy breathing throughout the film. And unfortunately, this thing, whatever it is, kills the sheepdog, the collie that they've got, and all these sort of tragedy sort of things happen. And what started up as um, hope, in the sense of, like, it starts off with depression and loneliness. Like I said, they're not talking to each other. They've lost all communication. And then hope come along in the sense of Ada, this lamb. And then the film sort of builds up like this, seeing them get happy again. But then it comes into tragedy, and it sort of like plays out with a sort of quite a brutal ending, which I'm not going to tell you. And that's the sort of plot of the film. It's a strange one, but I'm going to score it an absolute amazing watch and give it a 9 out of 10. It was incredible. It was such a good film. I was absolutely glued to it. It was so much like Starvacre. Have you ever seen that? The British folk horror film. There's little crosses of elements in both of these films, and this was so cool. The characters were cool. I liked them more, apart from the woman, and I liked her until she shot the mother sheep again, and she goes and buries it, and then she's carrying that around with her. I think this sort of guilt. But I like the relationship building up with Ada and all the relationships that go along with it. It's really, really cool. And there's some quite eerie scenes in the film where all the sheep go quiet and stare and stuff like this, and then you'll get them having some sort of dreams because of the mother stuff. The wife starts having dreams about the mother sheep and all this sort of thing. They're sort of coming for her, sort of thing. And then it's got an explosive sort of end, which is like, whoa, where's that come from? You know, and it's incredible. It's amazing. Really, really cool. Absolutely love the film. Now, the pluses of the film, it looks stunning. I mean, Iceland's a beautiful country anyway, but it's absolutely stunning. It's got amazing photography throughout, beautiful landscape photography. There's a lot of animal shots because it's based on the farm. I think the animals were like a real sort of extra character in the film, to try and see that, you know, that they matter, and they do. And it's a wonderful, wonderful film. And that's it, really. I can't say anything negative about it, except I'm going to score it 9 out of 10. Lamb. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below what you think of it. It is a completely different film. It's a little bit out there. It takes you a while to get to grips with what's going on, but when you do, you sort of get pulled into, and you're thinking, oh, what a wonderful story. And then the tragedy happens, and it's just like, oh, you know, after all this, and it ends on a very bleak sort of ending. And but that's folk horror for you, because when you're watching it, you're thinking, is this actually horror, a new folk horror? But yes, it is. Just watch it. It unfolds. And it's such a wonderful sort of character-based film. There's only 3 actors in the film, and it's absolutely fantastic. Really, really cool. Check it out, guys. It's a great film. Till my next video, please check out some other channels. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Design, Pizzlewell. I'm Icelord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House, and The Maniac. And a massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.